Should I leave that on?
No. Well, okay, let's get started. How do I want to even start this? Okay, so this is not a daily taste number-wise, but this is an important announcement from Taste Life with Us regarding daily taste. I'm Tim, this is Kathy, and guess what's coming up?
Yeah, so this is for Taste Life with Us and Daily Taste. Right now we are in Da Nang, Vietnam. If you're watching Daily Taste, you're still back in Hoi An with us. But there's some stuff you need to know about what's coming up and about what's not coming up. And that's what this video is going to be about. And it also has some kind of bizarre things going on right now. So they'll be at the end. And oh, this is really important. We're speeding up the Daily Taste posts to daily.
We are.
Okay, I'm gonna add this to the beginning of the video because this is really important. We're
We are?
speeding them up till daily so that you can catch up with us around the cruise. They'll still go into the cruise, but it'll be a while till we have Wi-Fi on the cruise. So yeah, so we are gonna be amping it up. I've got a whole bunch done. I just need to reschedule them and post them every day. Daily
Yes.
Taste will be easy on the ish, heavy on the daily.
She has no mercy on me. She's a slave driver. Help. Hey guys, it's Daily Taste. I have no idea what number it is, but we just want to come here and talk about what's going on. Wait, babe.
Yeah, I'm Kathy. This is Tim. We're Taste Life with Us. This is especially for people that just watch the Daily Taste so that you know what the heck is going on. So it's been a rough week.
Yeah, we got here to Da Nang and had a lot of high hopes, and
Let me just say though, before we whine a bit,
I never whine.
number one, watch to the end because a really cool thing happened at lunch and then a really disturbing thing happened to you after lunch.
Yeah.
Okay, but also, let me just preface this by saying we fully realize we live our dream. We travel all the time. We've been through some serious things in our life and horrible chronic illness where we're not comparing this bad week to that.
None of that.
This is relative to us. Anything you go through is relative to you at your exact space and time in life.
Yeah.
And we're definitely not saying we have things terrible like, many of you probably actually do. So
Life is good. We're not going there. But it's just been a rough week.
Yeah.
So we just kind of wanted to fill you in. For starters, we lost a bunch of data.
when it happens, it feels crushing.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad because we had some really cool stuff for you guys. We had a really funny Google Translate
Moment.
thing that happened. We had some really great
So
things to share with you, and I'm super duper sorry, but we're gonna just walk you through what's been happening, and I'll throw up a tiny bit of things I have, which
Right.
is very little.
Part of the reason why that's gone on is somebody has been a bit under the weather.
Yeah, a few days before we left Hoi An, which was almost 2 weeks ago now, I started being really dizzy all the time. Like I felt like I was on a cruise ship or something, just like swaying when I'm trying to sleep and stuff.
And I tried to tell her she's just a blonde, but she didn't buy it.
And I thought I was dehydrated, so I kept drinking lots of liquids and everything. But my ear had been hurting, and it still was. And I think it was an inner ear infection. And then when I got on the plane to fly, that's always a good clue if you got sinus issues. Whew, high altitude. So, yeah, at that point I knew I'd gone into a sinus infection, but there was nothing I could do about it. And so I was hoping it would fade when we got here, and it hasn't. And now I'm feeling worse and worse and worse. So.
And we do carry an emergency set of amoxicillin for things like this. But the honest truth is she's allergic to it.
Yeah, kind of. kind of maybe like I had a small allergic attack, but I don't want to have a big one.
Especially because we're flying to Singapore in a couple of days. And they
Yeah.
really frown on letting you in the country if you've broken out in a rash all over your body.
I literally just did the arrival cards today, and of the 4 questions, do you have a rash? So don't want to walk in there with a amoxicillin rash. Then we have to get on a cruise ship a few days later, so I need to be healthy, and it needs to be, risk-free.
So the good news is here in Vietnam, you can buy a Z-Pack or azithromycin over the
which is what I
counter.
usually use.
So we're going to load her up on some antibiotics that don't react to her system, and we're going to run with that.
Yay. Who doesn't love antibiotics?
Woohoo! Nothing better for constipation.
Well, lucky I had all that cheese for lunch. Oh my gosh, so that's another interesting thing. There's been some weird things here in Da Nang, and we wanted to talk about that.
Dietary.
Yeah, well, you missed the footage of us carb loading with 1 billion tons of bread and crackers because we went to 5 grocery stores, including a big one, and there just wasn't the right kind of stuff. We got some stuff for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but as far as fresh fruits and vegetables,
Lacking.
we couldn't even find a fresh market outside. So we did just have a big plate of fruit at a restaurant. That's the first fruit we've seen.
Mm-hmm. Other than the fruit they left here.
Yeah, we did have some oranges here and pears that were left here in the Airbnb. And then dairy. Oh my gosh, there's
condensed
no
milk is
dairy.
what you get. Coconut milk.
Shelf-stable milk is the only milk we can find. And no cereal, really, to put it on. So, yeah, that hasn't helped, right? Most things are fried, to be honest. But I've been eating a crap load of bingsu.
She's getting her dairy through the ice cream.
The stuff that tastes like snow, that South Korean dessert. Okay, this stuff is not as good as the one in Hoi An, but it's good. It's really good. Oreo cookie flavored. So I've been eating tons of that, trying to get dairy.
So I guess what we're trying to say is that Hoi An for us was a bomb. Mm-hmm. Vietnam for us has been a dud.
No. Vietnam?
Not Vietnam. Okay. Sorry.
We've loved Vietnam so much. And Ha Long Bay, even though they are overrun with tourists all the time, they have the most gracious people, every single person that we came in contact, even though they work in the tourism industry, so gracious.
So what I was trying to say was Vietnam was the incorrect answer. Da Nang has been the dud.
Yeah. So many of you, even our good friends, just love Da Nang. And we've just been kind of I don't know, the people have not been so friendly. The businesses have not been very helpful. We've kind of felt resented, I guess, as Americans in some situations. And yeah, just
been different. Been different for us. So
part of that might be because we're exhausted and I don't feel good, but I don't know. Anyways, it hasn't been a good week. Okay, and the Airbnb, which we absolutely love our Airbnb.
Oh gosh, the host of this Airbnb has been incredible and gone way over the top. Yes.
Best ever. They let us keep our luggage at their house while we were in Ha Long Bay,
yes.
And set up a driver who would pick up the luggage, pick up us,
Oh,
all this.
Incredible.
And even with tons of flight changes and pain in the butt stuff, they have been amazing.
Yeah.
So that said, though,
our first night in the Airbnb, that was our first night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was an electrical issue.
So I heard this loud pop, and then all the lights in the AC went out.
Yep.
Except a few random spots that worked in the kitchen.
So it was something that would tell you it's a breaker, but it wasn't a breaker.
Yeah.
And so.
But then they came back on.
Yeah, and then they went back off.
Well, they came back on, and then in the middle of the night, I woke up hot, which, kind of had a little bit of a fever, so I didn't think much. I was going to turn the AC down, and everything was off.
Yeah.
So.
But the cool thing about the owner of the Airbnb, so responsive. We were able to contact them. They were out the next morning.
We contacted them the next morning, and they had somebody here within an hour to deal with it, because we're in a high rise. So it's one of those things where, is it the high rise's responsibility, or is it something going on inside the apartment? And they're trying to sort that out, like where the problem is.
But I'm just going to say, though, the people who run this were right on top of it, trying to resolve it. And when the decision was made that it was a bigger problem than just something simple, they immediately had another Airbnb in the same building
right above us.
It was available. We literally moved up one floor. Totally available. It was just, and they even helped us move our stuff up.
This was in like an hour of them getting here to deal with it. The gal was checking it all out, dealt with it. She came back. She's like, I'm just going to move you upstairs. Let me help you pack. And
it was incredible.
This service was phenomenal. We'll put a link below, and you can go look at their pictures. Yeah,
it's a studio.
I would highly recommend it.
Totally awesome. Views are awesome, and the owners are, oh my gosh, I can't. Obviously,
we'll film the view and show you.
Yeah, we've stayed in a lot of places, and we've always had good luck with owners, and it's always gone well. But these guys really have just
way
gone
above the level of great.
Yeah, way over the top.
Yeah, and we can see both the ocean and the river, including the Dragon Bridge, which is what Da Nang is famous for. And we could see the fire breathe last night. So.
Yes, we could from our window. So that's the Lady Buddha way over there on the hill. You know, there are some beautiful things about Da Nang, and this is one of them. During this time of year here in Da Nang, so we're here in October, the bridge is only Saturday and Sunday night.
Most of the other entertainment down there that they normally have, these cool like water shows and stuff, it's all shut down, and they just have a Halloween thing going on, which we're not interested in. So we're going to end up missing some of that, and which is probably for the best, because Kathy does need to kind of get back up on her feet. But yeah, we just kind of wanted to come along and share what it's like to have a bummer week when you're traveling full time. Yeah, so just to kind of bring you up for speed on okay, so the last video that you saw was the super rainy day in Hoi An.
Wow, they're behind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll be caught up fast now because I don't have much to edit. So over the next couple days after that, the storm did lessen. I don't even know what we did, to be honest. And then the last day, we went to Taste of Sea, of course, our favorite place.
Oh, yes.
Was very sad goodbye. And then as we were walking home, we walked past a place you've seen on those videos of that street called 8 Days a Week, which, is that a cool name or what? Now, they're not even open 7 days a week, but
it's close enough.
It's a cool name. So they had...
counting's overrated.
Well, they had their live mic Monday going on, which we'd never seen actually happen, even though the sign was up. I don't know if it did and we just missed it, but there was live music for real.
Yeah, they were a whole bunch of local, looks like a lot of expats, not going to lie, in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. And it was really nice. And unfortunately, we lost the majority of that footage.
But I have a tiny bit of this guy was playing this amazing instrument that we've never seen before. And the gal that you see in the video, she kind of was like the MC, and she probably did the majority of the entertainment, and she was fantastic. You could tell it was a very close-knit group of international people, but I'd say primarily Westerners, who really knew each other. And there was probably, what do you think, maybe 50,
60 people in there.
Yeah.
One guy got up and sang in something that sounded like it was from Eastern Europe. I'm not too sure.
Oh, yeah. That was really
and that was
cool.
really cool, too.
Yeah. And then we drove all the way to Da Nang in a grab, all of like 20 minutes maybe. We went to the Marriott. If you follow us on Facebook, you saw we had a very amazing upgrade and romantic stay at the Marriott in Da Nang for one night. Our lunch view. Sound of the water. It does seem to be gardening day too, but I'm not complaining.
No.
Can't beat this view. Right out through the pool to the ocean.
This is fantastic. Awesome vibe in here in the Writer's Bar. Right off the lobby, and you can have a drink while you're waiting. This is the most luxurious, romantic hotel room I think we've ever had. Don't you think, babe? Are you relaxed? You happy? We flew to Halong Bay. Haiphong.
To the city of Haiphong.
Yep.
And then took a grab to Halong Bay. Haiphong is also known as Cat Ba Airport. And so we then did a series of 3 cruises. You should really follow us on Facebook or Instagram so you know what's going on. But did a series of 3 cruises, stayed in a couple hotels, ended up having this huge second honeymoon that we hadn't planned on. And
but it was fun.
It was super cool. And then we came back to Da Nang, and we've been in this Airbnb, which I just caught you up on.
Yep.
Now, so here's some videos you have coming up. A Taste Life with Us overview of that week.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to have a daily taste that is a behind the scenes of that week.
Okay.
So even though we don't put everything on Taste Life with Us videos that are meant for public consumption, these are, I mean, you guys are open for public consumption too, but you know us, and so we share more. Okay, what else we've got?
I do have, so understand that we're following the heels of Typhoon Yagi. So we're also kind of doing a video on Taste Life with Us regarding the impact of Yagi on that area, because Halong Bay took a direct hit from that.
Yeah, it was fascinating and sad, but also inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to do something really cool while we were there. So
Yeah.
we'll share that with you. Let's see, what else?
We have 3 different cruise tours of Halong Bay. And basically, Halong Bay is just a place, it's 7th natural wonder of the world. It is gorgeous.
I'll pop up a picture and you'll know exactly what we're talking about, because it's very well known.
And it's basically consists of 3 different kind of parts to the bay.
Mm-hmm.
And so we took a cruise to each part.
Mm-hmm.
And so we, on Cruise Through Retirement, we have, if you didn't know, that's our sister channel. It's all about cruising. And so because these are cruises, it's all located on Cruise Through Retirement. So we'll have those 3 videos over there.
Yeah, so be sure you're also following us on Facebook and Instagram on our Cruise Through Retirement pages. Those will be linked in the description below so that you know what's going on there and you don't miss that, because there's a lot of overlap coming up. I mean, we've got like a little bit from here, but not a lot. Not a lot. We did a really cool shampoo and a haircut day, so we're going to put that on.
That sounds so exciting.
All
We did
our
a shampoo
cool-
and a haircut.
All are super cool wandering around. The shampoo is something not to be missed. It is really crazy. So anyways, we really want to be sure that you're aware for the future that our life is going to be lived on 2 channels. Taste Life with Us and Cruise Through Retirement. And mostly up until now, Cruise Through Retirement has been ship tours, but it's really shifting over to like our life also.
Daily vlogs while we're on cruise ships. And part of that, realize that we're going to be on a cruise ship for 25 days here in about a week and a half.
Yeah.
So
instead of daily taste here, we're going to be doing some kind of like daily life on the cruise ship. So it's not
daily
about
cruiser, dude. Yeah.
It's not about trying to get you to cruise or anything like that. It's just like, what is it like to be out on the ocean for 25 days? What the heck are we doing with our time?
Do you guys remember when, way back when we were kids, the Brady Bunch took a trip to Hawaii and it was the Brady Vacation? Well, this is kind of our take on that.
Okay.
It's a thought.
Yeah, thank God there's not 6 kids along. That's all I'm saying. It would have been a whole different trip if it was just Mike and Carol.
Alice had to have been there.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's a little weird, really. Okay. All right.
Excuse me, left field.
So we leave here. We have 1 more day here tomorrow. Then we fly to Singapore. We're there for 4 nights. Actually, our oldest son is coming to Singapore. Oh, he's already in Singapore
there, for a business
on
trip.
business, and so we are going to meet up with him as long as I'm healthy. And actually, we're going to a Michelin star restaurant with him, so that should be pretty fun.
We could save money if you're still sick.
We might.
I'll
See.
just go.
I don't want to get him sick. I don't want to take a chance. So, anyways, and then you could. He really just wants someone to eat with. It doesn't matter who it is. So anyways, then we head home. We don't have a home, so home means where our family is, which is in 3 different states. So we will definitely be still keeping up with you while we're in the U.S. And there's a lot of nomad issues that come up there, like what's it like to go home? I'm honestly already a little bit in crisis about the whole thing. The U.S. is expensive. you know, and it's scary to be in and out of it a lot over the next 5 months. We're doing a lot of other cool stuff, but a lot of it's cruising, so be sure you're subscribed to Cruise Through Retirement.
Yep.
Yeah, so anyways, a lot coming up. We're not abandoning you. Don't worry. There'll still be stuff here also, but you're not going to want to miss the other stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll share it all with you, all the feels. So anyways, the feels right now are,
Blah.
you know, bleh. But it's okay. You know, that's how life is. And
So,
I'm super sorry about the lost footage. I feel terrible.
but here's the thing, you know, people always are asking, what is it like? And so here we are on Daily Taste trying to give you a picture of that. And the reality is, you have days like this, you have weeks like this, and
you want to quit doing the Daily Taste, and you want to quit doing YouTube, and you're just like, this is so hard.
But when you're at home, you also have those same events. And I'm sure they can be much worse or much less. Severity doesn't matter. It's how you feel about it and how we feel about it.
Yeah.
And so we just wanted to take a moment and share that with you to say, hey, this is our daily life. And these are the hard things that we deal with. And like I said, I know you guys deal with stuff too. And don't minimize it ever, but realize you have to work through it, and that's what we're doing. We're working through it.
Even though today I feel like that, I'm sure tomorrow I'll be excited about doing the new videos that we're going to try to do. We're going to try to retape some stuff for you, and so I'll get over it. But today's a hard day. Now we do need to say what happened at lunch, though. We were really happy for one. We found a fruit plate, but that's not the cool thing.
So we went out to lunch. I'm like, okay, I got to get you out of this room. We got to find some place to go to lunch. There's a wine and barrel shop that does wine and cheese. And so we were planning to get there.
No, we walked all the way over there and they were closed.
They were closed.
Because that's par for the course today.
So we came back and we hit the brewery down on the beach. Kind of the neat thing that happened, and this is just one of those local moments, you never know what's going on. You're sitting there and you're watching these people like pull a rope.
Almost like tug of war, but not against anything. Yeah, like against the ocean.
We're like, what in the heck are they doing? We're sitting there watching them.
Yeah, we'll pop up some video while we're telling you.
And then we realize there's two groups doing it. And then I'm thinking, are they having a competition? Are they pulling something in? Did something sink out there? You know, what's going on? Come to find out, really what they were pulling in was a net.
Massive net.
Massive fishing net. So there was about 12 to 15 individuals working on getting this net in. And so, you know, I went down and videoed it, and I think they actually caught more trash than they did fish. But the thing was, they were happy with what they got. They cleaned out the net. They cleaned out the trash. And they loaded the net right back up into a basket boat and took it right back out again.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of interesting to sit there and watch kind of their daily life and what they're doing, and realizing that feeling the way we do, it really isn't that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not good, but it's still not that bad. Because to watch them pull that net in.
it was hard work.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hard work.
They were only catching fish that were like, they weren't very big. But
So
they
then-
did that. And so
Tell them what else happened.
So we watch all this, we leave. I bring Kathy back because obviously she's not feeling well. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the pharmacies. I'm going to try to find something for you that I know you can take. So I'm walking to the pharmacy. I know where one is, no big deal. And this Grab driver, so the Grab drivers here can either be car or motorbike, scooter type guys. And so there was two Grab drivers up in front of me, kind of propped up on their bikes, chillaxing. And I'm just walking. You know, I'm used to them going, hey, you want to ride? You're just kind of like, no, I'm good. I'm walking. And this guy gets off his bike. And he comes up next to me. And I'm going to use Kathy's phone here to show you. This is a demo. But he comes up walking next to me and he goes, hey. And he shows me a picture of this naked woman. And I'm like, no. No, thank you. I know. And I just keep walking. And, you know, it's a weird culture here because here in Vietnam, so much of that adult world is illegal, but in Southeast Asia, it is not. And so,
And I think it's common still in a lot of places, whether it's legal or not.
right.
Just like
And
the
so
US.
you learn as, it sounds terrible, but as a 50-year-old white male, you're kind of like the prime user of that whole society.
Yeah.
And obviously I am not. I have no desire for any of that. But you learn that every moment that you're out on the street, that's how you're being looked at. That's how you're being judged. And people approach you all the time. And just to have that happen was just kind of like...
Yeah. And that's not even all. Because, so when we were at lunch, we were looking up, can you buy zithromycin?
So zithromycin is an antibiotic that Kathy is not allergic to, unlike amoxicillin. She's allergic to that. So we're looking that up. And the first thing that pops up is...
yes, it's available in Vietnam where it's used for
males with sexually transmitted diseases. And so I go into the pharmacy and I have it all typed out in Vietnamese on, do you sell this? And the pharmacist just looks at me like, yes, we do, you scumbag of the earth. Okay. And I'm just like...
She didn't really say scumbag of the earth.
She didn't, but
she looked like it.
It was just that feeling. And it's just like, good Lord, people, I'm not that bad.
If you are a nomad and you love Da Nang, please tell us what area you love and why, because we're just not seeing it.
Just not
even
feeling
the
it here,
beach, like you can't actually swim in the beach hardly anywhere except these small areas where they're just packed full of people who are swimming.
Yeah.
So I don't know why so many of you go to both Hoi An, go down to An Bang Beach and also up here at My Cay Beach, and you like it better here. So I'm confused. Maybe we're in the wrong spot. I don't know.
And remember, we've been told since we were pre-married that we're against the curve. So
that is a fact. We're just weird. That's probably the problem. I don't know. But the Vietnamese people have been so lovely and so kind, and so it's been a little
different for us.
Like weird here, like
yeah.
yeah.
Just
Anyways,
different.
I don't know. Surprising.